And we're live here, the Box to Box Radio podcast. My name is Travis Carmichael. You can tell by the song Put Me In Coach by Sincerely Yours. This is the away leg. I'm so good. I don't need home field advantage. I'm sitting here with producer Chris on the mic, mic'd up, ready to go, and Mason Carmichael to my left. Trav is out. He had a wedding to go to or something fancy. I don't know. So he's out today, but I'm back, gentlemen, and this is the away leg.
All right, cool. That sounds fun.
Mason, you didn't miss me?
Not really, not very much.
Producer Chris?
I always miss you.
Oh, this is why I like him better than you.
That's incredible.
I mean,
I'm very happy for you two.
I miss A-Day right now, too.
I miss A-Day. That's who I miss.
I miss all of
you
you.
miss him more than me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going to do like the dad move, and I miss you guys equally.
that's lame.
This is why you're rarely on the mic.
That's why his takes are like lukewarm.
Dad
I
talk.
want you just to understand something, Chris. In about 30 to 45 minutes, when you get absolutely annihilated by this man sitting across from you, just remember why that there was no quarter given because of this comment.
At least he'll have a friend though, because you're in that same boat.
Oh yeah, you're gonna roast me.
Yeah.
Let's have a fourth sub. Peter Vermeens is the best coach of all time.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, I feel like Sincerely Yours wrote Put Me In Coach about my injury because here I am dying on the sideline because I got a torn ACL.
Wow.
That's for the initiated right there.
That's great. Again, thanks to Sincerely Yours. Guys, if you want to get at us, if you want to interact with us on social media, obviously our Twitter is at @B_radio. Instagram at box_radio. Facebook, obviously box radio. And email us your questions for the away leg, or just if you want to interact with us in general, at 90min at box2boxradio.com. We are on Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube. Thanks, producer Chris, for getting all that up there.
Ooh, PC.
And iTunes. Gentlemen, are we ready to start the away leg?
I don't think you guys are ready.
Doesn't mean as much to me.
Wow. He's already coming in with that fire.
I still love that take.
That was a weak take.
One of my favorites.
You're going to get absolutely obliterated.
Travis works as a garbage man on the side as well.
We have a guy over here to the right that doesn't deserve to be on the mic, and then we have a guy to the left that isn't on the away leg. He's on the one leg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh my God. You're not even ready for the annihilation that I'm going to bring you.
I'm not. But gentlemen, we're going to get started anyway. Here's the first question. Mason actually came up with this question, so it may be mediocre, but we're going to try it anyway. Gentlemen, if you could take 3 attributes from any player in the world to make the perfect player, what would you take? Who would you take it from?
All right. Can I go first?
I mean, I guess I am the king of the away leg, so I bestow upon you the right to go first.
Okay, so this was really, really hard.
Just hit the fast forward button for 10 seconds, and then we'll get on with it.
I've never been a fast forward.
That might be the most true statement I've ever heard in my entire life. That's great.
He's like, I'll take Mbappe's speed.
No, I don't want any speed.
No, it's not like it's a sport or anything, right?
Speed's overrated.
It's not like it's a sport. It's not like you have to run.
I'll tell you why. So this was hard, but I want Virgil van Dijk's mind and organization.
His intelligence or his mentality?
His intelligence.
Okay, I'm going to say.
And his organization skills, all that.
All right, that's fine.
I want the finishing ability of Ronaldo Lima, the big boy Ronaldo. I want his finishing.
Oh, like proper Ronaldo.
Proper Ronaldo.
Like fatty Ronaldo.
Yes. And I want... So this is a very interesting skill that not a lot of players possess, but the world-class players have this ability. And I think this guy, regardless of how good you think he is better at this than most players in the entire world. And that is the ability to change pace of Carlos Vela, which is where you're running at a defender, you drop your shoulder, you're able to slow down or speed up at will quickly on a dime to evade a defender, which is why he's got 16 goals this season.
So this is where I'm going to disagree with you, or not necessarily disagree, but kind of have a response question to you is, so I agree with you. Carlos Vela is great at that, and it's not like the MLS is a slouch league.
What's the MLS?
It's not like MLS, Major League Soccer. I've been hanging around producer Chris too long. He's got it embedded in my head. It's not like MLS is a slouch league. It's a good league, but you're talking about picking attributes from the greatest players to ever play the game, and you think that is the best example of change of pace.
I think the way that he does it is better than pretty much anyone else in the entire world. and his ability to. I'm not saying
if only another magical left-footed player came to mind, that also spoke Spanish. I wonder who that would be, producer Chris.
You're saying Lionel Messi, but
there it is.
Without
Thanks.
saying his name, but I think he's really, really good at accelerating and losing defenders accelerating, and then having the foot skill and the ability to shift his weight. I'm talking about you're running one-on-one at a defender, and you're able to either accelerate or decelerate on the drop of a dime, because it takes a while. Most players, when they accelerate or decelerate, it takes a while for them to start and stop, right? Carlos Vela can do it effortlessly. Like, this guy can change pace, change direction.
Yeah, but he's playing against Matt Hedges, not Virgil van Dijk.
He's been able to do it pretty much everywhere he's gone, though.
So when he played for Arsenal, was he that good? No. When he went to Spain for a little bit, was he that good?
At Sociedad, he had the first half of his season when he got there, he was amazing, and then he got injured.
Yeah, but was he like best 11 in Champions League week in, week out?
The question is not who is the best overall player. The question is
it's the best
what
attribute.
And his attribute, I'm not saying his game is perfect. I'm not saying he makes the right runs all the time, or he's not too selfish, or any of that stuff. I'm saying his ability to run at defenders and change pace to create himself more space and to trick out defenders with the finishing ability of Ronaldo. Picture that.
Well, Ronaldo had the speed and the quickness in his feet.
When he was in his okay.
That's what I'm saying. But Eden Hazard is missing just as fast.
But you're missing. It's not straight line speed.
It's the ability to separate from defenders.
Not even that. It's the ability to change speed.
Eden Hazard has it.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
not that good.
What?
You don't think?
Oh my
Eden
God.
Hazard. So he's got it, but not as good as Carlos Vela does. Have you ever watched Carlos Vela play?
Yeah.
But oh my God,
have you ever seen Eden Hazard play? He can do it.
If you
brought
Hazard right now to MLS and you put him up against the same center backs that Vela's going against, oh my God, Hazard would make them fall over. Because he's good at change of pace.
But listen, the question wasn't who is the best player in the world.
Yeah, no, I get
Eden
that.
Hazard has that.
But there are better players in the world that have that attribute.
The way that Carlos Vela does it, I think is I prefer Carlos Vela. I prefer the way that he does it. It's my pick. And you guys both agree that he's very, very good at it, right?
Yeah.
He's very good at the change of pace. I like the way that he does it because it's not so when you look at Hazard when he does it, he's got the mindset of a winger, right? He's got the mindset of I'm going to change pace, drop shoulder to get around the outside, then come in. Vela, his eye is always on the goal. Every time he gets the ball, his eye is always on the goal. So that change of pace, he's always looking to go towards goal. So I really, really enjoy that about Carlos Vela.
I mean, I agree with you, but at the same time, I think you look at when you're talking about just sheer change of pace and getting to the goal as quick as possible.
But it's not about getting to the goal as quick as possible.
But you just said he always has an eye for a goal. He wants to change pace and accelerate towards the goal. That's getting to the goal as quick as you can. Yes or no?
It's trying to create chances to score goals.
By going to the goal as fast as you can.
He's not trying to. So if he changes pace to slow down, if he wanted to go to the goal as fast as he can, he'd run breakneck speed all the way down the line like Gareth Bale or Ronaldo, which they're the best players in the world at running breakneck speed and getting the goal as fast as they can. Vela changes pace to put himself in good positions in order to finish off chances.
I mean, I don't disagree with anything. I'm not trying to, not say that Carlos Vela is not an outstanding player. I just think there are better players in the world at that specific attribute.
The way that he does it and the type of player that I want a guy that has the cerebral capacity of Virgil van Dijk, because I think he's one of the smartest players in the world right now. I want the finishing ability of arguably the greatest Brazilian striker of all time to ever play the game.
I give you those two.
And I want that combined with the way Vela not only changes pace to separate from defenders, but the way that he's always eyeing for goal because that's how he scores goals. And I don't think he would have 16 goals this season if he wasn't elite at that,
Fair enough, I guess, but I just think there are better people at that specific attribute, but it's your pick, it's not my pick. I guess Carlos Vela is that good that Peter Vermees, the best coach in the world, would take him on his All-Star 11 team.
You're stupid if you wouldn't take Carlos. In the form he's in right now.
Oh my
and
God.
Here, I got to give another, hey, wait. I got to give another shout out to my boy Carlos Vela. Do you know why? He rejected the Mexico call-up for the Gold Cup.
Why are you giving him
Because I hate the Mexican national team.
Oh, yikes. I mean, fair
Shout
enough.
out to you, Carlos Vela.
So
love you.
Someone gets called up to the national team to play at a higher level, and they're like, no thanks, I'm good here, Landon Donovan.
That's different. He took
How
it.
is it different? It's the same thing.
Well, Vela's taking a break because he kind of got screwed by Tata
yeah,
Martino.
there was. I mean, there was some.
It's politics. It's all politics, and he wants to win an MLS Cup.
I think that take is as soft as Peter Vermees, but we're gonna move on.
I dare. So, Peter Vermees, you ever come on the show? I'll just pay you $200 to sit here and yell at Travis for 30 minutes. That'd
Hey.
be hilarious.
Did he get a raise? Is he getting 200 an
Hey,
episode now?
that's out of his own money.
Peter,
He must have saved every single paycheck from these episodes.
producer Chris is like, I don't know what you're
I
talking
actually
about.
invested it in Bitcoin. So,
There you go. Isn't it tanking?
Oh, yikes. Easy. We're not going there. Producer Chris, please tell me. I'm very excited to hear what you have to say.
I love midfielders. I'm a big fan of midfielders. Right. So if I pick
Hudson-Odoi.
yeah, no.
I'll
don't
take
wanna
the
take
right
that?
leg of Hudson Odoi, the left leg of Hudson Odoi, and
Just not Hudson
the
Odoi.
torso of Hudson Odoi.
Not Hudson Odoi's Achilles.
But change his jersey.
Oh God,
He's a little broken.
we got a man down over here.
It's a little broken. Anyway.
So touch of Iniesta,
Okay,
the vision of Wesley Sneijder, and the hold on.
he had a whole Wesley Snyder thing. The
Oh,
episode
I
you're
did.
out.
I love Wesley Sneijder. I love
He's
Wesley
like,
Sneijder.
he said the Dutch midfield with Wesley Snyder was the best midfield ever to play the game.
What are
that
you
was
going
my-
on about?
That was me.
Because
Oh, no.
with great players such as Nigel de Jong
Hey, he's unbelievable at Galatasaray.
and Hario Elia, great players, phenomenal, world class, way better than the Spain midfield from 2010.
Hey, you're making me pick 3 players, right?
That's fair,
All
I
right,
guess.
so-
I mean, it's the only thing. I thought it couldn't get any worse after the
And
Carlos Vela pick.
I'll take the stamina and health of Abu Dhabi.
You didn't think when Vision came to mind that Pirlo might be a good choice? No.
Oh my God,
nah.
Professor Snipe,
Nah, I'm not a big fan of the long ball. I've never been a big fan of the long ball.
you're dead to me.
I've never been a fan of it.
You and I are dead.
Hey, I've never been a fan.
Hey guys,
You're
the
on my
ball-
Dunzo list.
The ball's not allowed to go in the air. It's not. You can't do it.
I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of the long ball.
Apparently, he doesn't like to win. So
Hey,
Wasn't the goal that Didier Drogba crossed or
was a
scored
corner
a
kick
cross? So
to win the Champions League. It was a
Ergo,
corner
it was
kick.
in the air. That's a long ball.
yeah, but it's not the same thing.
it's the same thing. He kicked it 40 yards in the air, and Drogba used his head to head it in the goal. Does it not count? Oh, the
Yes.
goal can't count because it was in the air. Sorry, guys, we have to play on the ground. It's not proper.
No. Anyways, I'll go back to my pick just so you guys can finish obliterating me.
I mean, you asked for this there, dad
Yeah.
jokes. Come on, go on.
Yeah. So, and the defensive skills of Conte.
So you have the touch of Iniesta,
Good goal. Love it.
the vision of Wesley Snyder.
Absolute joke. Dumpster fire.
Do you also have the ability to walk off the field when he's not happy of Wesley Snyder? You got the defensive ability of N'Golo Kanté.
I mean, at least you see something that Sorry doesn't. But
Yeah. Well, he has him in the wrong position, but hey,
I mean, Jorginho looked pretty good in the final. But
yeah. But Arsenal.
I would look amazing when
Arsenal
Ozil has to defend
I don't
against
know. I
me.
was
Though,
going to
too.
say Arsenal was pretty bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's weak. Wesley Snyder is that's a worse pick than Carlos Vela. I'm just going to give you more slack because he asked for it more.
Wesley Snyder. So they were trying to tell me last episode that Wesley Snyder is like one of the greatest midfielders ever played.
What
the
is
game.
wrong with you?
And I'm like, dude.
Did you drink a whole bottle of
He
something?
had
He won-
He
he
had
even
one
won
good
with,
year at Inter Milan.
I was going to
That's
say,
it.
yeah,
one good
he
year.
played with Inter.
One good year
Yeah.
at Inter Milan.
Was
And it got him
Inter
a
that
trade, transferred to Real Madrid. He played one season at Madrid, and guess
did
where he
play with
was
Madrid.
next? Galatasaray.
and he's been just dusting off in the locker.
He's
over
playing
there.
in Israel right now.
But good idea, great vision. He's got great vision, and he can see where his career is moving forward, making that money in Israel.
Oh shoot! Can I change mine? Actually,
I hope so. Yeah, please.
I just completely forgot about
gonna
this
keep
player.
Carlos,
it was
though.
a guy. It was a guy that I raved about last episode.
Are you
when
going to
were
keep
here.
Carlos Vela?
Yes, actually.
No, then you don't get the change. No, you don't get
No,
the
I'm
change. No, it's done.
I'm taking out Virgil.
What?
So I
Blasphemy.
want the creativity
Oh boy.
of Dennis Bergkamp.
All right, that's fair. I'll give it to you.
Dennis Bergkamp. I was telling you would be happy with me, Trav. You were gone the last episode. I was telling all these guys how much he's probably one of my top 10 favorite players of all
Oh,
time.
Dennis Bergkamp is unbelievable. Dennis Bergkamp is the man. All right, now that the idiot brigade is gone, can I make my pick now?
Sure, the floor recognizes the peanut gallery.
Oh, there's a floor. I thought it was a dictatorship because I am the king of the away leg.
A monarchy, not a dictatorship,
All right,
you
that-
idiot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Learn your history, dum-dum.
All right, fair enough. So I will take the mentality of Sergio Ramos. I want the. What do you mean?
Angry all the time?
Red cards.
Red card? Yeah.
Win at all cost mentality of Sergio Ramos.
Oh yeah, win at all costs. So he's leaving Real Madrid to go to China. Yeah.
He's not though. He's
Yes,
not.
he is.
No,
Yeah,
he's
he
not.
is.
No, he's not.
Read-
It's confirmed he's
read-
going to stay.
read a book.
No, he's going to stay. It's been confirmed he's going to stay.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
He's going to sign a new deal. He'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm going to take the mentality of Sergio Ramos. I'm going to take the hold-up play and the swagger of
Is it Zlatan?
Zlatan. Absolutely.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I like Zlatan.
I like Zlatan too. That's why I picked him. Who also is a better striker than Carlos Vela if you look at the whole term of his
Dude.
career.
Shut up.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, but Carlos Vela is more of a wing. Carlos Vela's more of a winger, technically.
Oh my god. Okay. And then it'll come to no surprise to anybody. I'm definitely on brand. I'm going to take the blazing pace
Of Kylian Mbappe. Of course you are.
Mbappe. If you have someone that big, that fast, with that mentality, unstoppable.
You're going to have a super fast 6'5" striker that breaks people's legs, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm about it.
That guy's going to be a trainer.
It's going to be like a meaner version of Mandzukic that's super fast. I don't know how that's possible.
Mine would be like not a number 10, but like a second forward. You know what I'm saying? Like at a 4-4-2, he's the one that checks off the line into the midfield and gets the ball.
So technically a 10, but not a traditional
No,
10.
it's not a 10. It's a
traditional
second
10.
forward.
Yes.
That's what it's called. It's not called a 10. If it was a 10, I would have said it's a 10. It's a second forward. Chris, what position
What
would your
number would
player
you like
play?
to assign it then, Mason?
7. That's what number the second forward is.
Oh, you're going to play him out wide on the wing?
If you play a 4-4-2, the 7 is a second forward. Google it. Look it up.
That's incorrect.
Read it. You're a coach for a living. You need to read it. Because
Eight and the 6 are in the middle, 7 the 11 are wide, and 9 and
if
10
you
are
play,
forward.
no, a 10 would be wide. It'd be a wide playmaker. 7 would be your second striker.
Disagree. I'll look it up, but I disagree. The 7 and the 11 are the wide players.
All right, PC. What position would your guy play?
He'd be a number 6. Just
Okay.
because.
I mean, just because content. All right, fair
content,
enough.
yeah.
All right, moving on from these idiots. Carlos Vela, what a joke. Wesley Snyder is even bigger joke.
Yeah, that's worse, Chris. Woo,
Fine.
Chris'
Fine. Here.
fault.
Fine.
Chris'
Zidane-
fault.
Zidane.
Chris' fault.
No,
Fine.
you've already
Division
made
of
your pick.
Zidane, then.
No,
Fine.
no, no.
If you're
You've already
Who's
no, you've already
Zidane?
made.
Hey, Zinedine Zidane.
Who's
Is it
Zidane?
Zidane?
Zidane, fine.
Oh, wow, this feels so good to be on this side of it for once.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yes.
He's a 4-door car.
He drives a sedan. Feels so good to be on the right side of this now, Mason. I see why you do it all the time.
It's pretty fun. Blasting morons.
Gentlemen, this comes the point in the show where I ask you the second question, and I am going to have to pick on behalf of your teams because my team is not eligible for this because
y'all
we are
freaking
not
suck.
in the Champions
Hey,
League.
North London is second. Let's get that trending. North London is second. They're not white. They're not red. They're just second.
I'm just happy that Tottenham lost in the Champions League.
Wow,
final
that's
because
the only thing Arsenal fans had to look forward to all season was
Mason,
Tottenham lost.
What do we think of Tottenham?
You're baiting me right now.
I am. What do we think of Tottenham?
I'm not going to have him use the whistle yet.
Producer Chris, what do you think of Tottenham? Come on,
Dang,
you guys
crickets.
are morons. All right, I'll ask.
You can't
later.
spell crickets without Chris, though. So
So here's my question. We're going to ask about your team. So obviously, producer Chris is Chelsea. Snuck in the Champions League there.
we
they finished
were
third
already
in the league.
yeah.
What do you mean snuck in? You guys would have snuck into the Champions League, but of course,
Fine.
the bed there,
Yeah,
have
we-
the whistle
Fine.
there.
Fine.
Hey, not only did we have one way in, we had 2 ways in. So either way,
Great
Yeah,
when you
so-
get relegated in 3 years because you can't sign anybody. This question is actually kind of irrelevant for you guys. So Liverpool for Mason, Chelsea for producer Chris.
Yeah,
I'll
champions
weigh in.
of Europe, Liverpool. Actually,
That they conquered all of Europe.
we did it. We're never going to stop.
So there are 3 teams in the Europa next season: Arsenal and Man U, obviously, and then Wolves have to do a play-in game. But we'll throw them in for this question. Is there anybody from either of the 3 teams that you would sign that would come into your 11?
Starting 11?
Starting 11.
Absolutely not.
There's not a single player.
We're champions of Europe. Why would I sign a player that couldn't even win Europa League? Next question.
I mean, for
we
you,
need a forward. Chelsea needs a forward.
God,
they
yes,
need
you
a
do.
striker. Yes, we do. So Aubameyang would be my
Don't
guy.
you?
Aubameyang would be my guy.
No. Don't
Yeah.
you disrespect Olivier Giroud like that. That's
No.
ridiculous.
He's dead
I'm
to
talking.
me, by the way.
I'm talking about a few years down the line. He's not going to be able to play for us. So I mean,
You
we
don't
need
know
something.
that.
We need something for the future.
Ryan Giggs played at the top level too. Was
Yeah,
38
but
you casual.
Yeah, but we need something that'll last us a good 3 or 4 years, easy, and he's young enough to do that.
So this is the thing. I look at Liverpool. currently. I think long term De Gea is better than Alisson. Alisson right now.
No, he's not.
I think like long term he will be.
Okay,
right now, absolutely
look
not.
at their careers and look at consistency.
No, I
And
think,
let me know who's better.
I think De Gea in 5 years will be better than Alisson. Not right now. I think long term he will be, but he's not right now, so he can't make the lineup. There are 0 players from Arsenal that can make the 11. I do think Aubameyang or Lacazette could make the
Our
18.
bench. Yeah, they'd be on the bench. I would have said there's 2 players I would have taken from Arsenal if the question was who would you have on your bench, right?
Would it be Lacazette and
no,
Aubameyang?
Lacazette would make my team.
Okay, so Aubameyang obviously.
Aubameyang, yeah, because he could play any of the front 3 positions.
Lucas
He'd be great.
Torreira?
Not Lucas Torreira.
Who?
Alex Iwobi.
Really? I just think
I love his work rate.
Divock Origi is just a better version of Alex Iwobi.
They're completely different players.
I disagree.
Okay, so Divock Origi is a hold-up number 9 that is really, really good in the air, as we saw against Barcelona. Thank you.
I'm great in the air against Barcelona. Barcelona's
But
horrible in the air because
Iwobi-
they, like Chris, believe that you shouldn't play the ball in the air.
Iwobi is either a winger or a number 10. So you're taking a striker, comparing him to a different position. And I like Iwobi because he works his butt off. He's great technically. He's good at pressing. He's good at possession. Like, he's good at everything. He's a guy like Ox that I would have signed from Arsenal, like that would fit our system pretty well. I think he'd be an upgrade long-term on Shaqiri.
Okay, I'm about to say Shaqiri's better, but Shaqiri is getting older. That's interesting. I look at Manchester United. I mean, I think Rashford and Lingard could make your 18. I don't think.
No, Lingard wouldn't.
Really?
No.
I think he fits the system.
He's soft. Soft serve.
I turn over to Chelsea. Man, Chelsea's wide open for the pickings. I think you would take Lukaku. I think you'd take Aubameyang. I think you could
I don't think
take
they'd take Lukaku.
What?
I wouldn't-
So Lukaku's
I wouldn't
not
take
better than
Lukaku.
Higuain?
He's better than Higuain,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
not
not
better
going to
than
start
Giroud?
over Giroud. No.
Absolutely, he's better than Giroud.
Okay, who has more goals this season?
In what world?
Who has more goals this season?
doesn't matter.
Who won a World Cup?
If you put Lukaku in there, he's
gonna
better.
he's gonna miss.
He's better.
He's gonna hit the freaking 18th row like he does for United. He's terrible.
I wouldn't take Lukaku either.
Thank you, Chris.
I would.
You suave.
I'm looking for a long-term solution. I'm looking for something that
So Rashford would start for you on the wing.
Rashford's garbage too.
He's not. He's like 21
Rashford is good, but he's not consistent.
because he's 21.
That's not the question though.
But okay, is
I'm
he better
looking
than
for somebody-
Pedro and he's better than William?
Again, I would
yes,
still
so
take.
we're both
I would
over on the
still
wrong
take-
side of 30.
Yeah,
yes.
but I would still take
Yes.
Aubameyang up at front.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
It was my team.
Right.
If it's my team,
I was saying Lukaku
Yeah.
or Aubameyang are both better
I would
options.
still not take Lukaku.
I would take Scott McTominay. He's like 18. He's pretty hard nosed. He could shadow Fabinho for a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, I like Scott McTominay.
And you're 18?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Paul Pogba didn't get a shout?
If Paul
He just
Pogba
scoffed
tracks
at
a
me.
runner,
He just
Paul
scoffed at me.
Pogba, if you're listening to this, I will give you all the money I have, which is probably like a minute of your salary, if for once in your godforsaken life you track the runner. If not, you're never going to win the Champions League.
I think him and Ozil went to the same school of defending.
Yeah, good Lord.
Speaking of Ozil doesn't make either roster, I don't think. Maybe Chelsea.
Why?
Chelsea don't like to defend very well.
Nah, Ozil doesn't make anybody.
Ozil doesn't make anyone's team. Yeah.
I do think De Gea is better than Kepa.
Ooh, I have another guy that I would take. I actually have two.
He just skipped over my point.
I don't care about
Do you
your
agree
point.
or disagree with me? De Gea is better than
yeah.
Kepa. Okay.
Two from Wolves that would make my 18.
I'm about to say we haven't talked about Wolves.
Raul Jimenez,
He's good.
he'd make my 18. And Johnny, their left wing back. I love Johnny. Oh, and Ruben Neves, I think, would make my
What about
18
Jota?
as well. No, not
Not
good
for
enough.
you. Maybe for Chelsea.
I think Jimenez would be the striker you guys would need.
Really?
Johnny's really good too as a fullback.
So-
You guys should go after Johnny.
So you're looking at 3 strikers: Raul Jimenez, Aubameyang, and Lukaku. Who are the 2 you take if you could take 2?
Aubameyang and Jimenez in that order.
Stop it.
Jimenez is better. Look who had more
He's
goals in the
not
Prem this season.
Better. Just one. Like, that's like saying the year Mo Salah exploded. It's like, oh man, like he's the 3rd best player in the world because he had a really good year. No, you have to look at the big body of work. Like, just because he has one good year doesn't mean he's the
Okay,
he's
who's better? Who's better than Mo Salah?
I can name a number of players better than Mo Salah.
Do it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Messi.
Okay.
Mbappe.
He had one good year.
Who?
So your argument's invalid. Mbappe.
You joking me? You look at Mbappe and you don't think he's better.
So Salah won the Golden Boot last season and this season and won the Champions League title. Yes, Mo Salah's a better player than Kylian Mbappe. Right now, yeah, he is.
I disagree with that statement.
Okay, well, the facts
I don't
don't
even
lie.
think, I don't think Salah is better than Mane.
Salah is better than
I
Mane.
prefer Mane.
Mane is really
personally.
freaking good, too. Do you know what's great about that? We have both of them, so I don't have to pick.
All right. Well, that's,
You can go cry in your trophy case.
yeah. I mean, producer Chris, anybody else jumping out to you?
Yeah, maybe Raul Jimenez from Wolves.
What about Ruben Neves? He's really good.
He's a Portuguese, yeah.
I also like,
But-
I like Adama as well.
But I would have.
No.
I mean, there's only one person that would have replaced on Chelsea's midfield is Jorginho. Yep.
Put in Ruben Neves, y'all win
Yeah.
games.
All right. Fair enough. You wouldn't take Lucas Torreira at Chelsea? I think that'd be a good
Oh,
fit.
man, that'd be a really good signing
I think that'd
for
be
y'all.
a good fit. Obviously, no one wanted Granit Xhaka.
No, he's not. Yeah, Lucas Torreira would be a really good fit at Chelsea, by the way.
I think that Chelsea would do well to sign a fit Hector Bellerin at right back because I think you could
You have one of the best right backs in the league,
you could play him at left back.
but you have two good left backs, Marcus Alonso and Emerson. They're both
Marcus
really
Alonso
good.
is an absolute liability. Emerson
Was great. I think they're both better than Bellerin.
I disagree.
Bellerin lost his job to an 18-year-old.
Bellerin got injured and then never recovered this season, so we'll see what happens next year. Also, Maitland-Niles is good. He's very good.
Maitland-Niles is very good, but Bellerin's a pedestrian on defense. So
I disagree.
really,
Yeah.
he got caught up the field way too much in the beginning of all season when you were garbage. So.
Yeah, when he had a knee injury.
No,
He played like 3 games.
that's not
You
the
can't-
reason why he got caught up field, though.
You can't take a body of work based on 3 games.
I just don't think he's an elite player.
All right, fair enough. So, speaking of elite level players, gentlemen, I now bring you to my final question. Looking at this week was the Champions League final, obviously, this past weekend. Up the Reds. Come on, Liverpool.
Up the Reds. That's
Up
right.
the Reds.
We conquered all of Europe. That's right. I won't do the rest of it.
Thank you. And obviously,
Being respectful.
Tottenham lost, which I'm very appreciative of.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
it's got me thinking about the past 20 years, and there have been some unbelievable Champions League finals. If you could pick an 11, only based on finals performances,
Okay.
an 11 of the last 20 years of Champions League finals, what would your 11 be? We will start with what formation you will play.
3-4-3.
Interesting.
4-3-3.
I'm going to play a very weird 3-5-2.
Okay. Cool.
So we're all playing 3 at the back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Duh.
I said 4-3-3.
Perfect. Oh,
He's playing 4 at the back. Sorry, Chris. I actually wasn't listening to what you were saying.
yeah, I didn't listen to what you said
Because the
either.
last couple stuff has been soft serve.
Yep.
Wow. Soft serve.
Whole bunch of melting over here.
Soft serve? That's okay, cool. Gentlemen, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris's takes like what come out of the ice cream machine at a McDonald's. Soft serve. Or sometimes it's broken.
Yeah,
and
it's
nothing
broken. I'm
comes
about to say
out.
it's usually broken.
And
So
nothing comes out.
Yeah.
Can we
It's usable.
break your mic? Like, oh, producer Chris can't hear.
He paid for it.
Fair point. I want to start here with the goalkeeper, and we'll debate the goalkeeper. But producer Chris, I want to hear in the past 20 years who you think the best goalkeeper in the Champions League final has been. Several right options, a lot of wrong options. Who do you think? If you say Dida, I'm going to lose it and walk out. You think?
Yeah, better check.
Probably.
Did I get it? Nailed it.
No.
Oh,
No. Pointing at your shirt.
Alisson?
Yeah.
Stop.
Chris, I love you for that, and I love that you're pandering to me, but that's not the correct answer.
To back producer Chris up, I think it was the first.
He was man of the match.
Yeah, he was man of the match, but it was also the first time in like 10 years that someone's got a shutout in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
But also we talk about, is Alisson the best goalkeeper in the Premier League? Maybe.
He is.
But also, like, his shutout stats have a lot to do with the fact that he is the Premier League player of the year playing in front of him.
0 dribbles completed against him in 64 Liverpool.
So-
appearances,
There was
by the way.
almost one that
Your-
was that got away from him.
Yeah.
That
But
was,
he-
that
but
was
he
pretty
recovered
close.
it.
He
That
knew,
was
he knew what
close.
he was doing, lad.
Yeah. that
So
was
you're
close.
telling me in the past 20 years, honestly, Dida's better. I would have chosen Dida over him, but you're telling me that he is the best Champions League goalkeeper in the past 20 years.
You just said
chose him
it was first shutout.
over
First shutout.
in like 10 years. It's happened before. You're choosing him over like Petr Cech even, which would have been a valid choice, I think, because when he played for Chelsea, he was very good.
Yeah.
There's only one right answer to this question, by the way.
I feel like we're going to disagree.
Okay.
That's a dumb. I'm sorry. Like, I love you, but that's a dumb choice.
Yeah, Chris, I love you too for
That's a
picking
dumb
my
choice.
boy Alisson. He's an amazing goalkeeper now, but it's about history, Chris, which is why the right answer is Iker Casillas.
No, stop it. No. Joke.
Do you know how many Champions League finals he won was when he was with Madrid?
Enlighten me.
I'll have to do the research on that.
No, it's the away leg. No research.
Okay, I think he won like 2 or 3,
Producer Chris has a computer. He's allowed to look it up because he's a producer.
but dude's an absolute legend.
That's a way better pick than Alisson.
You probably picked like
I would be stunned if you can guess my pick.
probably Edwin van der Sar.
Oh, he did it. He picked it. Oh, he picked my pick, Edwin van der Sar. To me, Edwin van der Sar is a legend. He's one of the best goalkeepers to play the game. Obviously, stuffing John Terry in that final from the Peno spot.
And then putting up a howler against Barcelona.
Yeah, it's okay, though. I still think van der Sar. I think that Petr Cech could be a good choice. I am stunned that, Mason, you did not pick Jerzy Dudek.
The question was best in the last 20 years. He had one Champions League where he was...
But he was legendary in that Champions League final. I would have given it to you. It was a lot better choice than Alisson. Yeah, producer Chris, not paying attention. This is why you got a 0 for not listening to the question.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, but by the way, I know there's no research allowed on the away leg, but a little birdie...
Was it
flew over.
Was it a grackle or whatever the Austin anthem is?
Sure. It flew over and sat on my shoulder and told me Iker Casillas won 2 Champions League titles with Real Madrid. So
That's great for him. I'm impressed. He is the best goalkeeper under 6 foot tall ever to play, in my opinion.
I think he's at least 6 feet tall.
He's not 6 feet. He's 5'11".
Agree to disagree.
I honestly thought he won more. I thought it was more.
I said 2 to 3.
You also think Alisson is the best goalkeeper in Champions League history in the
also
past 20
listen
years.
to questions. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a very, very huge Liverpool fan. I cried on Saturday
Yes, you
when
did.
they won the Champions League final.
Good on you, mate.
But Chris, Alisson's not the right answer.
We'll get to that later.
Can we just go like our whole back 3?
Sure.
Or back 4? Yeah, our defense. Let's go defense, then midfield and forwards, if that's cool with you.
Oh, look
I'm
at that.
asking.
He's considerate. He's asking. Yes, the away leg, king, declare it, doth decree. Yes.
All right, can I go with my back 3?
Yes, go with your back three.
All right, Sergio Ramos.
Obviously. Oh, but I thought he wasn't very good, and he just likes to kick people.
I just think he's a douchebag. I think he's a good player.
Yikes.
I have Sergio Ramos as well.
Okay.
It's
Do you
not
have
your
Sergio
turn, though.
Ramos?
No, I'm just saying.
Let's just.
I
if
do.
you-
It's not your turn.
Okay, whatever. If you have a duplicate, go ahead and speak.
Yes,
up, so
I
we
have
don't to waste
Sergio
time
Ramos
on it.
playing my right center back.
Okay, so me too. So we agree.
too.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Virgil.
I knew it.
I have Virgil van Dijk too, actually.
Yeah, Virgil.
I have him
I
as
have,
the.
I have him on the left.
He has Virgil. Oh my God. And then
I have him as the center of the 3.
nice. Me too.
Perfect.
And then my left center back is Philippe Lahm.
In a back 3?
Hey, you got to squeeze him on the field wherever you can.
I don't know about
Hey,
that.
it's a very, very, very attacking 3-4-3. Very attacking.
You're gonna win 8-6, is what you're trying to tell me.
Well, Philippe Lahm, Virgil van Dijk, and Sergio Ramos are all lockdown defenders, so I think I'll be okay, son.
I don't think Lom's a great center back, but all right.
He's smart enough.
He
to
is
play
one of the
wherever on
smartest players to ever play the game, though.
So Philippe Lahm.
I could see it. Okay, fair enough. He was decent in Champions League finals, I guess. I mean, there are way better picks, don't get me wrong, based on simply final performances. I don't know how good Lom was in specific. I mean, obviously they won it when they beat Dortmund. They lost when they, lost to Chelsea. But
But
that
he was pretty good
Yeah,
in
he
that
was
game.
good. The better choice who's going to play left center back for me is Carlos Puyol.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
okay. I can't argue
captain
with
for
that.
Barcelona. He won it for several times. And if I pick a Barcelona player, they're good because I hate Miscayune Club. Get bent. None of that. Stop
Hey,
it.
And now we pull our red pens out because Chris is about to go.
Oh boy, here it is.
I like my.
So hold on. Virgil van Dijk is the left center back.
Yes.
Ramos
And
is right
is
center
my right
back.
center back.
Right center.
So
he
fullbacks.
didn't go to the Ramos at right back experiment. I
No,
thought
No,
about that.
no.
What
Okay.
who are your fullbacks?
So my
Yaya
fullbacks,
Toure.
I want them. No, I want the.
He started the Champions League final at right back.
No, he started at center back. Puyol played right now.
Oh, dang it. Okay, fair enough.
I want my backs, my left and right backs, to be shooting up the wings.
Okay,
So
who
hold
are
on.
they?
You have an outside back that is not Philippe Lahm. If I would have had outside backs,
No.
I definitely would have taken.
Marcelo on the left.
Oh,
and Danny Alves on the right.
Oh my, come on.
I want them
What
to
did
shoot
Danny
up.
Alves ever do?
Hey, I want him shooting up the wing.
So you want to play two in the back?
If you wanted a defender
Pretty
that would
much.
shoot up, well, how about Rio Ferdinand?
Oh. Wow. I don't know if you can say that.
Yeah.
He'll cut it out if I
It's
can.
the away leg.
It is the away leg.
It's the away leg.
We got a lot of
Yeah,
whistle,
don't let your kids listen to the away
a
leg.
lot of
folks.
whistle blowing to do. So you're telling me that so you're going to take players that can't defend and want to attack. So why don't you just take better wingers, because they're not great wingers, because they're not going to defend.
No, because I have an outstanding midfield. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't have an outstanding midfielder,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
dead.
to rip you to shreds.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah. I have an outstanding midfield.
All right, mate. I think it's midfield time.
Muppet.
Can I give you my midfield? All right, stop me if you have one. Cristiano Ronaldo.
I have him in my front three. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Or my
Do you
front
have
two.
Ronaldo?
Not even on my.
Daft.
Actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to play a 3-4-3. I've made a
Okay.
last minute tactical decision.
Okay, Ronaldo on the left or what?
No.
Oh, okay. Steven Gerrard.
I have him, but I have him as a right midfielder.
Interesting. He played there a lot during his career. Do you have Stevie G?
Nope.
Daft. All right.
Okay.
Mo Salah.
Stop it. Stop it. The guy has one. What did he do? He plays 2 Champions League finals. Game number 1, he breaks his arm or shoulder or whatever. Moron. The second game, he scores a penalty a minute in. Great. You could have scored a penalty a minute in. It's on Hugo Lloris, which I'm better in goal than Hugo Lloris is. You're better at penalties than Mo Salah is. Great. What else has he done in Champions League finals? Nothing. That is a dumb pick. That is I could see that being his body of work from in the tournament. This is a finals lineup from a performance in a final.
And he scored the game-winning goal in the
And
final.
from the penalty spot in a minute in. There's no pressure.
There's a lot of pressure. It's a Champions
minute
League
in,
final.
it's like, oh, if I miss, we're a
You
minute
wouldn't
in.
understand that because you're an Arsenal fan. How many Champions Leagues have you guys won?
This guy over here.
How many Arsenal players are going to be in our best 11s in the Champions League final of all time? Probably none, right? Because how many trophies have they won in Europe?
I know I haven't picked one.
I don't think they've won any
This guy-
Champions League finals.
I hope Liverpool never win the league, because then we'll never hear the end of it, because then it's the complete argument. But until they win the league,
We have won the league
not in the Premier League
19
era,
times.
you moron.
19 times.
Not since they made it competitive in the Premier
and
League
who
era.
cares? 19 times.
It's okay. Pep is just loving it. I mean, they would trade, but so you have Mo Salah in the greatest past 20 years Champions League
Midfield.
final 11.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
My
That's a dumb
but
pick.
wait, my last pick you will really appreciate.
Dumb. We'll see.
Thomas Muller.
Again, there are just so many better choices.
He had 2 goals for
There's just so
Bayern
many
Munich.
Better choices.
He had 2
though.
goals for Bayern Munich against Chelsea. Like, what else do you want him to do?
He did not have 2 goals. The score did not. End. The score was 1-1.
Oh, you're right. It was 1-1, then went to penalty. So he had that super header.
Yes.
Super header.
To
It was
go
awesome.
up 1-0 in the 80th
Yeah.
minute, and then they choked.
It's not his fault they choked.
Was he good in the other final against Dortmund?
Yeah, they won.
Was he better than Robin? No.
But he had 2 bodies of work. He had 2 finals where he played really well in.
Okay. I mean, it's a better pick than Mo Salah. So
Okay, whatever. It's my 11.
you're playing who where?
CR7 is the left mid.
Okay.
Stevie G and Thomas Muller in the middle. Mo Salah on the right.
Joke. Producer Chris,
What?
give me your midfield.
Oh my god.
Wow, even when producer Chris is going to throw shade at you? Oh man, that's rough.
All right. So
If your midfield is not just like the best midfield on God's green earth, you're dead to me.
all right. Zinedine
Zidane.
Zidane, Iniesta, and Xabi Alonso as my 6.
Iniesta, yes. Xavi Alonso, yes. Zidane, is that outside the time frame?
I think it might be.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
What year
It's
is it?
2000.
Did he play
Yeah.
in 2000 in the Champions League? 2000 onward in the Champions League in a final?
I believe
Don't.
so.
He retired in
think
06.
so.
I believe he did.
Don't think he
I
did.
think it was in 02.
With who?
Real. I believe.
I will allow you to Google the question because I want to know just so I can prove your. I gotta know. I gotta know. I mean, if Zidane played, and I'll, for the life of me, I can't remember. But if he played in a final in the last 20 years and a Champions League final, I'll probably give it to you.
He won the Champions League in 2000. Oh, wait, no. He's never won a Champions League.
You're joking.
Nope. He
Did
won.
he play in one?
Yeah, but he's never. Why does that matter if he's never
So
won it?
you have someone who's never won the Champions League.
You said in a final. Finals performance.
He's won a World Cup in '98, runner-up in '06, and then a Euro in 2000.
Oh,
which
this
that
is
France
great.
team was phenomenal.
Oh, this is great. You just picked
No,
somebody
hold
who's
on.
never played or never won a Champions League final in your final 11. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
Zinedine
brilliant.
Zidane.
I mean, he drives a great four-door vehicle, but this is brilliant. This is amazing. I just like you're like a weatherman. You can just say whatever you want and be wrong, and there's no consequences. Apparently, Marcelo is the greatest left back to ever play the game. Marcelo's no Philippe Lahm, I'll tell you what.
Oh my God. I'm still in awe that you picked a guy that's never won a Champions League.
But you said somebody that's played in the final.
Yeah, but if
But
you
he
haven't
obviously
won,
wasn't that good at it.
If you
Hey.
didn't win,
You're talking about people. There are eligible players in the midfield
what I'm saying.
that have won countless finals.
if you said Xavi, I give it to you.
oh, speaking of which,
if you said Paul
Xavi's in mine.
Scholes, I give it to you.
Nah.
Paul Scholes is a great shout.
I don't know. I like my 3. Take it. Take
you
my
can't
3.
like your 3 because Zidane is ineligible. Chris, I don't understand you sometimes. You're really good at the producer thing, but I don't.
The most backhanded compliment I think I've ever heard.
I mean, you make us sound really good when we mess up.
Chris,
but-
you got a good personality. Like, that's,
I mean, he loves editing so much that he wants to say all these dumb things, so he has to edit it out later and give himself more work.
I can't wait for Travis's midfield 3, by the way, or 4. Excuse me.
My midfield 4 is the best midfield 4.
Okay, I want to hear it.
You
Trump.
ready? The only thing I'm upset about is I had to find a way to get him on the field, so I had to play Steven Gerrard at right midfielder.
Okay.
My 2 in the middle are Xavi and Xavi Alonso.
Okay. Yeah.
My left midfielder is Iniesta. I mean,
and circle gets a square. That's a pretty good midfield right there.
I mean,
They all won Champions Leagues. Chris, you taking notes?
they all had mind blowing performances in the
Yeah,
Champions
they
League
have
as
multiple wins. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. My front 3.
I feel like we're gonna have a similar.
I'm gonna get blasted for my front 3. I think but
probably. Do you want to go last then?
I want to go first.
Okay. All right.
No, I'll go last. It's fine. I'll go last.
Producer Chris, I want you. No, I'm going to do it so that we can shred you and then we'll end on a positive note with Mason. My front 3 are as follows. On the left-hand side of the front 3 is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Obviously, Mr. Champions League. On the right-hand side of the front 3 is Lionel Messi.
Fair enough.
I mean, he's anytime a guy like that can score a header in a final, it's pretty incredible. And then my center forward might be one of the folklore legends of the Champions League. And it is Didier Drogba. Game-tying goal, the equalizer in Munich in the 87th minute against the run of play off a corner, and then scores the game-winning penalty in the final to beat Munich in Munich, which is unbelievable. So that's my front 3.
Fair enough.
Producer Chris.
I don't have any qualms with that. I don't think.
Producer Chris, I'm super excited to hear your front 3.
Messi on my right,
Okay.
Drogba in the middle,
Yep.
and the Brazilian Ronaldo on the left.
Fact checker.
I think no. Brazilian Ronaldo never won a Champions League.
Double check that for me.
Okay.
Zidane did win in 2002.
No, he
What?
didn't.
I just checked it.
He didn't win a Champions League.
Just checked it. He scored 2-1 against Bayern Leverkusen.
In the Champions League final, Bayern Leverkusen in 2002 made the Champions League final.
2001 to 2002. Right there.
I don't know, man. I think we have to check on that.
Yeah, big Ronaldo. I don't think he's ever won a Champions League either.
I'm gonna specifically look this up because this is killing me. I know we don't usually do research, but this is like.
2001 to 2002.
But he played in it or he won it.
He won it. Played and won. And he scored in it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough, I guess. But what are you gonna do?
I mean, has Ronaldo ever won it?
Cristiano Ronaldo?
No, moron.
Oh no, he didn't.
Real Ronaldo.
No. All right. Do y'all want my front 3 while you're looking it up?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So obvious pick, Lionel Messi. Duh. Guy's a winner. Guy's a baller.
Yeah.
Folklore pick again, Didier Drogba. I think what he did for Chelsea in that Champions League final and the one that they played against United that they lost, but he was still really, really good in that game. Amazing. Guys, this pick is going to blow your freaking mind. Chris is going to be like, who?
Lucas Moura.
No. Lucas Moura.
Sorry, I had to.
Do you remember back in the day? I don't even remember what year it is because I'm not using the Google machine.
I'm not using the Google machine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Darth taught me that one. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. Inter wins the Champions League final. Diego Milito is my pick.
Diego Milito, that's a great pick. Oh, man, that's a lovely pick. No Olic? No Olic in there?
Ivica Olic barely misses out, but he played for Bayern. So, but Diego Milito, amazing game. I think they won.
A great shout.
I think he scored 2 goals in that game.
Yeah.
To win them the Champions League final. And God, he such a player. I love Diego Milito. He was amazing for Inter. He's a legend though.
Yeah, he was.
He's great.
He is.
I think that's the pick of the night, gentlemen.
Producer Chris, I'm stunned because I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, Zidane.
Zidane, not only am I'm a moron. If anybody wants my job, they can have my job. So I'll give it to you. In 2002, not only
Oh, that's the one where he scored the banger, isn't it?
not only did he win the Champions League, but he also scored one of the best volleys known
That's
to
my
man.
fault. I concede. I give it to you.
Producer Chris just won the away leg. I don't know how.
Producer Chris, I'm going to give you a fruit basket.
There you go.
Hey, he was down 3-0 at the beginning of the match, or from the other leg, and he came back and he won it away from home.
At Ajax.
I'm a man of facts.
There's a guy I almost picked because he played so well in like the run of play Champions League, and he was okay in the final, but I would have gotten roasted for it, and so I didn't do it.
Okay. Bold.
Diego Costa.
Okay. You would have absolutely gotten obliterated because not only did he not play well in the final, he played like 10 minutes and then couldn't play.
I know.
He
He
got
just
subbed
had
out.
a good Champions League campaign, so I was like, you know what? I listened to the question, Chris,
And the guy's
I
a-
took him off my list.
The guy's a moron. He's a muppet. Like, I don't like that guy. He's like
So you like
punching
Sergio
people.
Ramos, but you don't like Diego Costa?
I mean,
what kind of logic is that?
Sergio Ramos isn't, I mean,
Sergio Ramos was what? Hurting people? Wow.
no.
Wow.
Costa chooses the wrong moments.
Oh my God.
I feel like Ramos, like when the chips are down, he helps.
I'm
his
sorry.
team.
There's never a right moment to hurt a player in the game. So I'm
This
just
guy
going
is
to
like-
say that right now.
He,
He's got nothing logical to say.
Do you think the foul on Salo was intentional?
Yes, I do.
That's bold.
It does look that way. Even in slow motion, when you look at him, it does look like he pulls him down.
An unintentional fourth question.
I don't think it was intentional.
Okay, he's the professor of the dark arts. He grabbed
He
him
is.
and body slammed him to the ground.
All right, fair enough.
I hate him.
You can see how hard he fell. I mean,
Yeah, and he didn't have to hold on to
Yeah.
him when they were falling. He did that to hurt him.
yeah.
All right, there you go. Some bonus content there, gentlemen. Producer Chris finally got one right, and he picked a good choice. He silenced Mason and I, but this is the away leg, so sometimes he can just throw. Mason. What am I doing here?
He's taking a blind stab at the dark
Yeah,
for people
thanks.
that are.
Blind stab in the dark. He just named a good player. He was like, "Oh, I hope you played in a Champions League final." So well done, Chris. You got one right.
Robbie Keane.
If you agree with our 11s, don't agree with our 11s. If you think we're idiots for not knowing that Zidane scored an unbelievable goal in 2002 in the Champions League final,
A-Day's
against
going to have a field day
Leverkusen,
when he listens to this one.
you can email us at 90min@boxtoboxradio.com, Facebook Box to Box Radio, Instagram at box_radio, Twitter at B_2B_radio. We are on Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes. Guys, any parting words for the away leg?
I miss A-Day.
Yeah, I do too. Like 100%.
I'm gonna.
He would have a cognitive lineup that doesn't have Marcelo and Danny Alves at outside backs.
Yeah,
dumbest
he
thing
beat
you've
Team
ever
Chaos
said.
though. I'm gonna take this moment to
Chaos.
another time thank our music provider, Sincerely Yours. We love you and thanks so much. You'd be in my greatest bands of all time, 11. So
I mean, is it managed by Peter Vermees?
wouldn't he be a hell of a band manager though?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
God, I love that man.
that's fair. Again, shout out to Sincerely Yours, the theme song, Put Me In, Coach. This has been Mason, producer Chris, and Travis Carmichael. This is the away leg. Thank you guys for listening.